Birthday Celebrations by Charles Dickens. Narrated by David Mccran. It came into my mind that I would recall in these notes a few of the many hostelries I have rested at in the course of my journeys, and indeed I have taken up my pen for the purpose, when I was baffled by an accidental circumstance. It was having to leave off to wish the owner of a certain bright face that looked in at my door many happy returns of the day. Thereupon a new thought came into my mind, driving its predecessor out, and I began to recall, instead of inns, the birthdays that I have put up at on my way to this present sheet of paper. I can very well remember being taken out to visit some peach-faced creature in a blue sash and shoes to correspond, whose life I supposed to consist entirely of birthdays. Upon seed-cake, sweet wine, and shining presents, that glorified young person seemed to me to be exclusively reared. At so early a stage of my travels did I assist at the anniversary of her nativity, and become enamoured of her, that I had not yet acquired the recondite knowledge that a birthday is the common property of all who are born, but supposed it to be a special gift bestowed by the favouring heavens on that one distinguished infant. There was no other company, and we sat in a shady bower under a table, as my better or worse knowledge leads me to believe, and were regaled with saccharine substances and liquids until it was time to part. A bitter powder was administered to me next morning, and I was wretched. On the whole, a pretty accurate foreshadowing of my more mature experiences in such wise. Then came the time when, inseparable from one's own birthday, was a certain sense of merit, a consciousness of well-earned distinction. When I regarded my birthday as a graceful achievement of my own, a monument of my perseverance, independence, and good sense, resounding greatly to my honour. This was about the period when Olympia Squires became involved in the anniversary. Olympia was most beautiful, of course, and I loved her to that degree that I used to be obliged to get out of my little bed in the night, expressly to exclaim to solitude, "Oh, Olympia Squire!"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?